Hi kids, it's Teacher Patty, and I wanted to tell you one of my favorite rest time stories that I tell you a lot, Ghost Baby, and I'm joined by my daughter's favorite stuffed animal, Squeezy, because it is rest time, and sometimes when I rest, I like to cuddle up with a nice cozy stuffy. So Squeezy will be right here, and now, here we go, Ghost Baby. So, this took place a couple years ago when I lived in Brooklyn, in New York City. I was a teacher at a preschool, and now the school that I taught at, unlike Lone Mountain, the children had to rest for not 10 minutes like us, but for 2.5 hours. And so what we would do is, to get ready for our rest time, we would put out all the mats. Each child had their own mat, their own set of sheets, their own blanket, and their own stuffy to cuddle up with. And after lunch, everyone would get their mats out, and we would put our sheets on them, and we would get all cozy up in our blankets. And the teachers, it was me, and then another teacher named Kevin was the other person in the classroom. And we would turn the lights down, and we would put on quiet ocean sounds, and we would rub the children's back, and hopefully everyone would go to sleep. Now, on this day, it was a Friday, and it was a rainy day. And since it was so rainy and it had been storming all day long, the classroom was very dark when I turned the lights off and everyone was getting ready for nap time. And so I put on the ocean sounds, all the kids were cuddled up under the blankets, and I was slowly rubbing some children's backs, when all of a sudden, Bearing, a little boy, stood up on his mat and went, "Ew!" And I looked at him and I said, "Bearing, Reed, shh! It is rest time. We do not make sound during rest. Go to bed." But Bearing didn't lay back down. He just kept going, "Ew! Ew! 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 It smells like my sister's dirty diapers in here." And I looked at Bearing and I said, "Shh!" But as I was going to go, "Shh!" one more time, I took a nice deep breath in and I go, "Ugh! Oh, Bearing, you're right. It smells terrible." And Kevin looked at me and he goes, "Yeah, what could that smell be?" And I said, "You know what? Maybe one of the kids forgot to flush the toilet." And so Kevin ran to the kids' bathroom. Everything was clean. Ran to the adult bathroom. No, nothing in the toilet. Then we started sniffing the garbage cans. Oh, maybe some food went rotten. And as we're going around trying to locate where the stinky smell could be coming from, I hear another shriek. "Ah! Ah!" And I look over, and Mia is standing up on her mat, wildly pointing up at the ceiling. And I'm going, "Mia, shh, I realize it smells really bad in here, but lay back down, Mia." And then I look up to where Mia is pointing, and I saw something I had never seen before in my life. There, crawling across the ceiling, was a baby. But this baby did not look like any baby I'd ever seen before. It was naked, except it had a diaper that looked like it hadn't been changed in days. And the baby had glowing red eyes and sharp green teeth, and it was just looking at me, crawling across the ceiling, going, "Eh, eh," farting. And I went, "Ah, Kevin, do you see that?" And Kevin looked over. He said, "Oh my gosh, it's a ghost baby." And I said, "Yes." All the kids started freaking out. They were laughing and screaming and crying and pointing. And I was freaking out too. I looked at Kevin and I said, "Kevin, what do we do? Do we call the director? Who do we call? The police? The firefighters? Who do we call to get rid of this baby?" And while I'm trying to figure out what to do, one of the little boys, Noah, comes up. He says, "Teacher Patty, that baby's diaper looks really dirty. Maybe if we throw a clean diaper at it, it will go away." And I said, "Great idea, Noah." I had no other ideas. So Kevin ran to the bathroom where we kept extra diapers and pull-ups just in case anyone had an accident. And he came back and his arms were filled with diapers. And so all the kids and me start throwing diapers at Ghost Baby. And she just looks at us and she goes, "Meh." She keeps farting. And then she goes over to our lunch table and she goes, "Bleh, bleh." and she starts spitting up thick gobs of white baby spit up. And I go, oh no, now our classroom smells like farts and there's ghost baby spit up all over our lunch table. And another little child, Sophia, comes up and she goes, hey, Teacher Patty, maybe she's hungry. I thought, okay, that seems reasonable. So we run to the kitchen, and inside our cabinets, we had stored in big plastic containers goldfish and pretzels and crackers. So I grabbed the goldfish container, opened it up, and children started pulling out fistfuls of goldfish and just throwing them at Ghost Baby. And she looked at us with those glowing red eyes, and she crawled over to our library area, and she goes like this. Achoo! 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 And as she sneezed, gross gobs of green baby boogers went all over all of our books in the bookshelf. And I went, no, now we have boogers and spit up and farts, and I don't know what to do. Well, another little boy, Ethan, said, Teacher Patty, maybe she's bored. And he goes to pick up a really heavy dump truck of one of our toys. And I said, no, okay, Ethan, let's give it a try, but let's all pick up soft toys to give Ghost Baby. So all the children go to our quiet, cozy area and start grabbing stuffed animals, and they're throwing them at Ghost Baby. And then Ghost Baby goes like this. She kind of looks at us, and she goes, excuse me, she starts throwing up all over our cubbies. And at this point, I am beside myself. There is food, there is spit up, there is throw up, there is fart smell. The classroom is totally chaotic. Kids are laughing and screaming and crying, and Kevin and I don't know what to do. And I was so distracted, I didn't realize one of the littlest kids in our class had gone over to the lunch table, and she climbed up on the table, and she took her little finger and she pointed at Ghost Baby, and she looked right into Ghost Baby's glowing red eyes, and she said, "Go away, Ghost Baby, and don't come back." Ghost Baby looked startled. She crawled a little bit further away, and she goes, "Meh!" And then she disappeared in a cloud of purple smoke. And it was a long, long time before I ever saw Ghost Baby again. The end. Well, friends, I hope you liked Ghost Baby Part 1. Don't worry, I have 2, 3, and 4 ready for you another day. All right, I miss you so much. Bye.